Insert Game of Thrones reference. Nobody? Okay, winter is coming. This is kind of a big deal for us fragrance fanatics. Our fragrance fanaticism flourishes in frigid temperatures. When it's really cold outside, you can wear a stronger cologne. You don't need to worry about the heat amplifying your stench. It's also appropriate to wear fragrances on the sweeter side, or cozy fragrances that you can wear by the fireplace. And I'm not just talking about by the fireplace, because we only really like that fragrance as a community because it has a cool name. Let's be honest, guys. Now, because your fragrance is less likely to evaporate off your skin in the cold, you need to wear fragrances that can stand on their own 2 feet. Perfume that pushes out, regardless of the exterior conditions. Coincidentally, stronger fragrances by nature are often more complex as they have longer lifespans and more opportunities for interesting changes to happen while you're wearing them. Because there are so darn many winter fragrances that I enjoy wearing, I wanted to start with some baller fragrances. You kind of need a ball in order to afford them. That, or you could pretend you're a baller and go into serious debt.
Wrong.
Hey James, you done with the preamble? Almost. Okay, fine. First up is Creed Royal Mayfair. Am I stoked about this fragrance because it has royal in the name? Probably. Although not particularly a winter fragrance, its evergreen quality does make it a tad Christmassy. I scratched my beard because I feel a bit like Santa Claus right now. I'm a fan of Royal Mayfair because it's a bit weird. It doesn't smell weird, but it kind of smells like it's for a mature metrosexual gentleman, which is weird. Although I'll be mature one day, and I'm pretty gentle, and I wear fancy socks, I can dig this fragrance. I like it. If you haven't smelled Royal Mayfair, it's pretty unisex because of its slightly aromatic floral quality, but it's very sophisticated. For the man that's not afraid to wear velvet loafers, if those are a thing. I think they are. I burned through my decant last year, so I'm looking forward to using up this bottle, unless if I wear more of Zafiro this winter, which is the next fragrance I'm pumped to wear. A slight underdog from the House of Xerjoff, this smoky, resinous stuff reminds me of the church I used to go to and pretend I knew what was going on. Often overshadowed by his much cooler brothers Naxos and Renaissance, Zafiro is by far the darkest perfume of the 1861 line, both in color and smell. From the smoky incense to the spicy cardamom, it's truly a perfect fragrance for the cold weather. It's my most obnoxious comfort fragrance. So unbelievably strong, but somehow it's still a bit subtle in its composition, which is a rare combination of qualities. Zafiro has always been one that I've been quite fond of, but I always seem to forget about it. Maybe because it sits behind Naxos in my wine cooler. Yeah, I store perfume in there, not silly juice.
Are you sure about that?
It wouldn't be winter though without the Blue Beast herself. I'm not sure why I called it female. It's called Interlude Man after all. If Zafiro was smoky, Interlude Man is smoky. Don't do drugs. Interlude Man is one of those fragrances that I would only wear in the winter. Any other season, wouldn't even wear it for the bit. Or the lulls.
Law, Raffle.
Maybe if you guys dared me, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe or you'll smell like poop. It's not just the incense in Interlude Man that makes it great. It's the slightly sweet Apopanax that makes it so cool. Apopanax is a sweet myrrh that smells a bit like smoky powdered honey, if that makes sense. No, it doesn't. Interlude Man is not a fragrance that you should judge by sampling on your dirty back of hand on a sunny Florida afternoon after eating a loaf of garlic bread. It's something you need to properly wear in the right situation. Don't overspray and don't be hot or even lukewarm. You need ice in your veins to wear Interlude Man, or at least ice on the roads. Don't forget your winter tires, guys.
Safety is #1 priority.
Name that YouTuber down below. Get brownie points, dude. I love Interlude Man in theory, but then again, Memoir Man made my fall list, and I didn't end up wearing it once. Come on, Amouage, get your shit together. Are you scared of the Blue Beast, but still really like blue shit? Well, Leighton Exclusive is for you. The flanker of the beloved Parfums de Marly Leighton adds an oriental flair that works incredibly well in the cool weather. The scent trail this stuff leaves behind you will easily mask any other scent you might leave. Especially after a chili cheese burrito. Fart joke. While some people complain about Leighton's monotonous sweet quality, those people are crazy, just so you know. Leighton Exclusive brings that, plus added spiciness, some deep woody oud, and other stuff that makes you smell like an animal. More dimension, more development, more power, less versatility. But that's okay, the winter is this fragrance's time to shine. Not really amazing in the value side of things because it's not available in the larger presentation size, which makes my OCD go crazy when it's sitting next to my big Parfums de Marly bottles. I'll get over it, it's fine. It's cool. It's still a true joy to wear. It was the fragrance that I wore as the best man at my buddy's winter wedding. What else is there to say? Chef Boyardee. Quick honorable mention to my boy Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. If it's good enough for Drake, I'll buy it because I'm a hype beast. It's the first Tom Ford fragrance I ever tried, so I'm always going to love it. Even with Ombre Leather and Godolphin and La Yucca One Pour Homme, there's something about TL that'll stand out to me no matter what. That's not technically a niche fragrance because Tom Ford makes stuff other than fragrances. Leslie had a pair of Tom Ford glasses, but they only cost her 20 bucks, so I'm sure they were bombed towards. For my final frag, I'm super stoked to wear a certain stylish woody fragrance. I feel like I haven't worn this in a while because I'm intimidated by it. I'm scared, guys. Just a few drops behind my ears, and I'm good for days. It's made by a fragrance house that knows their way around. Excuse me. An oud farm is what I was trying to say. It's one of my strongest performing fragrances. And although it's incredibly high quality, it doesn't even have an incredibly high price tag. Not quite gimme cheap, but still pretty reasonable. I'm talking about none other than Arabian Oud's Woody Style. I feel Style is a great name for it, because it's a floral oud, but not a boring rose and oud combination. Once the big time opening arrives and settles, its lavender-like floral component reduces the overall weight of the fragrance. Literally a one spray affair. Definitely not office appropriate. Unless you work at my office, I'll totally let you wear whatever you want in my office, except maybe like jeggings. I know a lot of you out there think that spending a bill or two or 10 on perfume is just for silly gooses like myself, and you're more into affordable fragrances for the wintertime. Well, you're just gonna have to wait because those lists are coming later. Subscribe and ding so you don't miss out on those future masterpieces. But in the meantime, you can check out this winter video I filmed in my bedroom with an iPhone. Seriously. Not quite the same quality as a cinema camera like this guy over here, but it totally got me by. No shade, Apple, no shade. Not even a little bit. Maybe a bit of tea. Spilt.